Starburns Audio.
Thank you for listening to the Starburns Audio Podcast Network. We have so many great comedy shows to add to your playlist. Just last week on Starburns Audio, on the Season 2 premiere of Humans Who Make Games, Adam Conover talks to comedian Ron Funches and Jean Goudon, creative director of the Assassin's Creed series. On Boogie Monster, Kyle Kinane and Dave Stone share a perfect recipe for the quarantined cook. This week on Profiles and Eccentricity, they cover the history of the Coruscant Unity cult, folks for whom a flat earth is ridiculous because they believe it's really a concave shell. Search Starburns Audio on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any podcast platform for our full list of shows, featuring hosts like Joe Coy, Amanda Seals, Jessica Chobot, and Jackie Johnson. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Starburns Audio. Enjoy the show. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep laughing.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jams with co-host Arm and Dan. Then Kirk, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to a minisode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Nick Antonyan. Did I get that right?
You got that right.
I knew I got it right. Dude, what's happening? Thank you so much. You're a new friend, someone we just met through other people, and you came to our movie screening last night, the Poop documentary. What'd you think of that?
That was good stuff. It's funny because today I was constipated as fuck, and that hadn't happened in literally
our movie
like
because our movie stopped your anus from being able to do its job.
It might have been some sort of subconscious thing where I'm like, fuck.
What happened?
What is happening?
Did you yell, damn you, Sklars, as you were squeezing and tiny trickles of blood
I was
were
cussing
coming
motherfuckers out.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry we did that to you.
you.
Well, here's the deal. With this show, we just let it flow.
When
we let
you hear
it
the
all
details
come out. I'm sure you have done some dumb things in your life as we have. When you hear the story, this will make you feel better. I mean, look, the world is getting dumber, as we know. I mean, I just feel like stupidity is the kind of like the oceans are rising, stupidity is rising.
Right.
And so we got to fight back. We
This
fight
is
back
how we
through
fight
comedy. Daniel Van Kirk, how are you, buddy?
What's up, my friends?
Welcome to the
I'm
show.
I'm good. We have a mutual friend, Nick, Jason Nash.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
this is
dude.
my boy.
He's same with these guys.
Old
They've
dear
known
friend
him
of
forever.
ours. We've been doing comedy with him, known him from New York since way back. He is super talented and funny, and I love that he's
Such a great
connected to
dude.
it. He's
He's
phenomenal.
fucking hilarious.
Hilarious.
Jason.
Yeah. He's
And
been on
it's
Dumb
it's
People
kind
Town.
of cool how he's entered, the influencer community
Yeah.
as a dude who came from a comedy background, and I love to see how he sort of sprinkles that in. He was Vine at first, and now he's doing his YouTube channel, and it's really cool.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
Doing it. I love it. Well, Daniel, did we get a story sent to us?
You know we don't. That's
Oh, okay, all right.
That's
See
why
you
I
later.
brought
For
it.
joining
Shane,
us,
night,
Nick. That's
everybody.
the show. Good night.
This is the one time I forgot.
Oh,
to
Dan,
bring.
you gotta
whatever
get-
you guys want to talk about.
No,
I'm
listen,
good
we
for.
have great, our townies who are our fans listen to the show
Oh,
and
yeah.
send us in great stories. And by the way, any picture that we talk about will be on the Facebook page, so join that page, facebook.com/dumbpeople.
Here we go.
All right, Dumb People Town.
At Daniel Van Kirk on Twitter, #Dumb People Town. If you want to do what this townie did, it was sent in by, I love this name, and I think we've done it before. This is the name on Twitter. One of three Jared Thornburgs on the internets.
What a great...
On the internets. Yeah.
One of three. When
Jared.
someone says on the internets, and they aren't joking,
Right.
you're like, you don't know what's going on with the internet. Are you
Yeah,
like, correct?
He's so fucking lost. Poor guy.
Poor guy, yes.
And he's just mad that there's duplicates. Do any of you guys have duplicates on the internet? Like,
No.
is there another Randy
There is
Sklar
another
or
Jason
Sklar?
Sklar.
What do
There's
they
another
do?
Jason Sklar on. I had to do Jason Sklar and then a whole long
Isn't he
number
like a
thing
Utah
on.
Jazz fan or something? He's like from Salt Lake City or Minnesota Timberwolves. He's like
I think he's a Timberwolves fan.
He's like from
Whatever
Minnesota.
it is, it's a little odd because he took Jason Sklar at gmail.com.
What about Nick Antonyan? Have you ever found another one out there? Your
don't-
last name's like unique enough. You're probably safe.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
There's
I found the same last name, but I don't think I found the same.
Ooh, That's just a
You
matter
need to
of time.
seek them out and destroy them. Is what we're trying to say, if possible.
There's a Dan Van Kirk somewhere in the South that just gets tagged in all these promotions for
Poor
shows
dude.
and never corrects anybody.
He's like, yeah.
And never says like
See
wrong.
you at
dude.
the North
And then there's
Bar.
a Daniel Van Kirk like in NorCal who recently bought a Toyota. They took his email address down, so I keep getting emails about them wanting to.
How's your
sign
new
up for
Toyota? Come on in
I
for
know.
a checkup on
I
that
just keep writing
Toyota.
back, I hate this car. So sent in by one of 3 Jared Thornbergs on the internet at double O negative. That's the word double OH and then the word negative.
Double O
All right,
negative.
here we go.
Nice.
Just on headline and alone, I think the 4 of us could joke about this for
20
minutes.
Okay.
I'm just going to read you the headline,
Read me the headline.
which I almost never do, but it's gold. Rocket bike man skis off roof and falls on fence. Right?
So he put a rocket technology onto a bike. But they're
Already
him
stupid.
But they're calling him Rocket Bike Man, which that's what he wants people to call him.
For the
right?
rest of his life.
Right?
He'd be like,
If you do
Fucking
that
it's like how does that even like onto a fucking
fence,
Like,
that takes precision. That
where
is-
did you start from?
Right.
Is the like
Yeah,
He started on the roof. Ended up on the
but where
fence.
did he start from is a great question, because that started in his mind like about 25 years
You
ago.
know, he's got plans. You know,
like the origins of the idea. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, this is what I'm
Prince-
gonna do.
This
Then-
happened in a breakfast nook when he was with his roommates 20
Right.
years ago. Then they've all left him. His wife has left him. He's
There are
become
many
the Rocket
people have
Man.
said to him, women in his life said, it's either the rocket bike or me. And then
He
Yeah,
chose the rocket
right.
bike. We know what he chose. So he went off of a roof, which I'm going to guess is his, but maybe not his.
it's his landlord's, I'd assume.
okay, fine.
His
He doesn't
landlord's roof.
own the building.
Yeah.
And then he went and landed onto a fence. If he wasn't doing it as a video or a viral video, it should be. I
Right.
mean, I hope he was videotaping.
That's a hell of a video. That thing goes viral. Am I right?
Rocket bike man skis off roof and falls on fence. Or
For
you
some
could
reason, I visualized the person recording him was fucking drunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
he puts his
Everybody
beer down,
involved.
He's just holding his phone. He's like, dude, yeah. And he's like holding the phone the wrong way. I got it. Go.
And
Turn
it's
the
on his
rocket.
eye. It's not like this guy risks everything, lands on a fence, and the guy who's recording is recording his own
Yeah, he
face.
wasn't even recording.
Oh
his
shit!
way.
I gotta flip it around,
Oh,
man.
sorry, man.
Like he's already on the fence. He's like, all right, dude, here, I got it.
Go. Go.
He's on the
Go
fence.
off
He's
the-
like,
go off the roof.
Start.
Go off the roof now. The guy's like, I want it to be an electric fence. I also
It's
want
not
it to be a
electric.
barbed
Yeah,
wire
I
fence.
know.
I know it's not those things, but I want it to be.
The
all
only thing
those
that guaranteed to have happened was he lost his security deposit.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
all right.
Pay for that fence, man. This took place in Wilmar. I don't know where that is. A man was injured Friday afternoon after attempting to jump a homemade rocket bike off of his house. Oh, he does own it. Off of his house roof in the 800 block of 3rd Street Southeast. Our loyal townies, find out where Wilmar is and add 3rd Street, 800 3rd Street Southeast to the
Southeast.
walking tour.
By the way, this is a guy who has too much time on his hands. This is a guy who or does not have any other hobbies.
Yes, right. Like he's either newly retired or taking a break year between high school
or
and
newly
college.
laid off from his
This is
job.
gap year behavior.
Right.
I
Like he,
appreciate the shit out of him building that rocket bike.
You
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
do.
Oh.
There is a part of us that actually he did do something. They
Right.
say in America we don't make anything anymore.
made a
He made a
rocket
rocket bike.
yeah, kept it in country.
Remember when Matt Damon said we bought a zoo?
Right.
We
made a rocket
rocket
bike. Could he be the mascot for the Houston Rockets? I mean, that to me sounds like mascot behavior,
Well,
right?
I'm going to show you guys the picture of his rocket bike. And
Are you saying that we're gonna all want one?
no,
Okay.
you're going to imagine someone being on this, going off of a roof and then into a fence.
Okay. Let's see.
is
and
it
it
the
does not-
definition of ghetto? What
it's
is
the
it?
definition of like you're going to die on that
God.
thing.
All right. So this picture will be okay. The bike is on skis.
Yes.
All right. So there is no like.
And then there's snow outside, so he's in a cold environment.
this is essentially a bike frame, but
It's not a bike; it's a sled.
It's like a sleigh.
Sled with a
It's
bike
a
seat.
bike sled.
Bike sled.
It's a bike sled. Here's what I also love. Included in this article, which I'll also post on the Dumb People Town Facebook page, is some sort of logo that I don't know if he branded and created himself or the person who wrote this was like, we need some sort of thing to show the rocket bike. This also could be a great Dumb People Town shirt.
Yeah.
I want that so badly because the best part about that is they forgot to put the element of the bike on it.
Right.
So that
So
now
it looks
just
like a bench
looks
on
like
a sled
Santa
with a rocket
Claus's
underneath
It's
it.
like
sleigh.
a sled on a missile.
Yeah. So
Sled on
wait,
a
that's less of a rocket bike and more of a missile sled.
Yeah.
Missile sled. Hey, your missile sled's in my rocket bike.
Missile
your
sled
rocket
is-
bike's in my missile sled.
They just pulled out of
Great
Coachella.
Taste, the taste.
Missile Sled
just
pulled out of Coachella. Yeah.
Doesn't
believe that,
Missile
bro.
Sled sound like a band that would be in one of those things?
So he was injured after attempting to jump a homemade rocket bike off of his house. And I feel like he made sure they understood that he made it himself. Like he
Would you
kept
do
telling
that?
homemade.
Would you do that for a video? It just if someone was like, man, you could get 1 million views.
a missile sled off.
Missile
Dude,
sled,
missile
off.
sled
off a roof.
I've done some really crazy shit. One of the craziest things I've done just recently, about 2 months ago, was I took a moped and I jumped it off a ramp into a pool.
Into a pool. All right. Moped into a pool. You're on an electric thing. I don't know if I would condone that.
No,
Are you
it's
trying to get into
missile
dumb
moped.
It's not a missile moped.
It's not.
You didn't put a rocket on that moped.
Was this your idea?
It was my idea.
Good. At least you own it.
It was for my friend's vlog.
Oh my
And
God.
it literally just
That wasn't
almost
even for
killed me.
your thing. You
No,
did
it
it for
was-
someone else's.
yeah, it was.
You
for
did
my
it for the
friend's
love
vlog.
of the game.
That's selfless. That's like selfless.
Walk
and
me
loving.
through how you felt when you were on the moped and you had started your trek towards the pool.
What are you thinking to yourself?
So what am I thinking to myself? I knew I was going to go to the hospital. That's what I
Did you go to the hospital?
I did go to the hospital. I
That's
accept it's really scary when you
You leaned in.
accept that this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And it's too late to turn
Yeah,
back.
you can't do that. You can't turn back anymore because you have 10 friends looking at you like you got to do this. You got to get the footage. And I
have to get the footage.
Gotta get the
yeah,
footage.
I literally
You're not in Iraq.
But was there, did you want to get out of it at some point? Were you like, I don't want to do
I did
this?
for a second. I got off the moped. I'm like, guys, I can't do this. I'll just drive it into the pool without the ramp.
Right.
But then I got off. I'm like, wow, I don't want to be a pussy. I told my friend,
While I don't
roll
be a
the
pussy
camera.
is also the beginning of every one of
So
our
I
dumb
told
people.
my friend,
While
roll
I
the
don't
cam-
want to be a pussy is the last thing you say before you go to the hospital.
literally, that's literally what happened, dude. They put the ramp back on, and I just flew that bitch.
How high up did you go?
Dude, I literally went at least 10 feet. Into
That's
So
high-
there's a
that's high.
moment when
You're-
probably your butt came off the seat,
yeah,
right?
100%.
And you're still holding onto the
And I'm
handlebars.
still holding on, yeah.
And you're feeling this weight of like, I can fly. I
Uh-huh.
believe you're like Michael.
Like
You're like
R.
a
Kelly
tiny
minus
white
the
Michael
urine.
Jordan.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is the beginning of the end. Now, did you think you were going to overshoot the pool?
That's what I was
I
gonna
had
ask.
no
Did-
idea what I was gonna do.
Did you have to clear any cement?
Yeah, I had nothing to clear. All it was me
Pool.
jumping the moped into the pool.
And did you go in the water?
But I missed the pool. I fucking, I
Oh,
literally,
God.
I missed the pool. I
That's
didn't,
not
what
not
happened,
good.
Half the moped missed the pool.
You were too much.
It went a
Knievel.
little too far.
Yeah.
And my body
You
flew
drift,
off
yep.
into the
Cement.
left side. And literally my body just came crashing
Smack.
down.
What happened? Did you break anything?
Dude, I got up and I
Got
was,
up.
I
That's-
didn't-
Got up.
I don't
You were
even,
probably in shock. You were probably in shock.
I was 100% in shock. Literally, I don't know what was going through my mind. I'm like, I broke all my bones in my body.
I broke everything
Wait,
inside of me. And the
this-
guy's like, all right, man, I'm ready to start recording.
You're like,
Yeah, if I was,
Where
yeah,
are
dude,
you,
if I was
dude?
your friend, the first thing I would have said
He
is
was
like,
holding it the
I
wrong
didn't
way.
get it.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get
Yeah,
it.
If I'm your friend, I
All
fuck
right,
with
now
you,
we got.
son.
Now we know how it goes. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it for real.
Set the
Well,
rep.
by the way, Dan, we had no idea when you gave us this story that we would have a comparable story from
I
our
know.
guest.
Can I say this? That like moped off a ramp into a pool feels like what's happening to America right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And we're missing the pool.
We're missing the pool, man.
Yeah,
You're
We're
an asshole.
overshooting
Why am I
the-
offended by this right now? I had to do it.
You had to do it.
Dude,
Shit,
you,
I had to
you
do it.
did it for the love of the game.
did it for the love of the
And
game.
you're sitting
You didn't
here
even
now
do it
and
for
you
your
have
own
this story.
thing. You did it for
The
someone
difference
else.
is though, to your credit, Nick, there's not in the analogy for our country, there's not enough people saying we shouldn't be doing this.
Right, I know. There should
We
be more
need
people
more of
being
what
like,
Nick
get off the
did. Like,
moped,
I
bro.
don't. This is probably not a good
saying
idea.
our country is doing this.
You
and
would
we-
step out to like teenagers, like youth at risk, and say, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't do it.
I would absolutely do it again.
See?
Oh, you would do it
There you
again.
go.
Okay.
Okay.
good.
All
I
right.
would
All right, now we know what we're
absolutely-
dealing with.
I mean, that's the old adage. Get
It's-
back up on that moped and get on
Drive
that
it into
ramp.
the goddamn pool.
When life gives you the side of a pool,
Right.
you
turn
drive
it
that
into
moped
into it.
into a blog post.
Gives you moped, you fly that shit off.
All right, so what happened to this damn rocket
according to
thing?
the police report, the rocket bike consisted of a pair of skis,
Yeah.
a bicycle frame,
Sure.
and motorcycle exhaust pipe that was being fueled with heat, an antifreeze product. Now, I assume
this
that
is some
you've
NASA
never had
shit.
to use heat in your life. I don't know if St. Louis guys, if you guys have ever had to use heat, HEET.
Oh,
in your car?
HEET.
Have you ever
I
used-
know what
You
that
pour
is.
it in on a
In the
freezing
winter,
cold
yeah,
right.
you put it into your gas tank to help your
California,
car
you were born
start.
and raised in LA, so you never
Yeah,
dealt
I
with
have no
it.
Yes,
idea what's
it's
going on.
like a little yellow bottle, and you have to pour it into your gas tank. Yes, it helps your car in the winter.
When it's
and
frozen,
it's highly flammable.
it is,
So this guy was like, I'll just put this into a motorcycle exhaust pipe, strap it up to a bike frame and some skis, and change my life.
Hey, man, you going to do that on the ground? No. I'm going to do it
No,
up on
you
the
know what
roof.
I'm going to do? I'm going to get Deb back. That's what I'm going to do. Debbie! She's not here, man. Just go. Debbie!
Wait, I'm not recording.
Did she see it? She's literally not here.
Did she see it? His first words when he comes back to consciousness.
When he comes off the fence.
Dude, I want to sit down, crack a couple beers open with that guy and just talk to him.
Yeah,
Just
you guys
find
identified. Just like you were both
Just
in war
talk to him.
together.
If I were his friend as he was coming back to consciousness, I would say, I'm on the fence about what you did. Just like you.
And also, there's
Just
part
like-
of the fence in you right now.
Yeah. You're
It's a-
all. Not only is you're on the fence is on you.
Is on you.
The unidentified man fell. Just for a quick side, do you guys want to guess how many feet he fell from the roof into the fence?
I love they didn't say he jumped. He fell.
Yeah,
he just
no, there,
descended
nothing
off the
succeeded about
How many
this.
feet from the roof to
If
the
you just had
fence?
to guess.
11?
Okay, good call. Anybody
15.
else? 15 from Rand.
8 feet.
8 feet. The unidentified man fell approximately 13 feet. Split the difference right over here, Randy and Nick.
Yeah, you and I.
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful.
He fell 13 feet and apparently hit a fence in the yard. This is key. During the fall, so it didn't hit the ground and slide into the fence. He hit the fence on the way down, which is
That's what I always
never
thought.
how you want to approach
You
a
don't
fence.
want to
is spike
land on
first.
top of a fence.
Oh.
I feel like the fence was right underneath the roof, and he's like, "Okay, dude, I'm gonna clear."
I'll
I can
definitely
clear
clear
that
the
fence.
Like
fence.
he
never thought I was gonna
when
fall.
I was on the moped trying to clear the. He's like, I can do this.
Right.
He just guns that shit, and it's like, holy fuck.
Guns
I'm
it.
The level to
I'm
which
going
Nick
down.
is
I'm not going out.
identifying
I'm
with
going
this
down.
man's
is deep.
Yes.
It's deep.
When rescue personnel arrived, this is great.
Uh-huh.
When rescue personnel arrived Friday, I hope that means it happened Thursday. But
He's just on the fence
Right.
like a scarecrow.
when rescue personnel arrived Friday, the man was on his back on a sled, pushing himself around the driveway with his feet. He was reportedly swearing and yelling about the pain. So the cops get there. This guy is now on another sled, pushing himself around on his feet, yelling and cursing at people about
About
how
the
much
pain.
he hurts.
That's
Look,
I've
you
been-
sons of bitches! Letting me do that, Dad.
Did you see it?
She is not here, Kevin.
Kevin, she's
no
not
one's here. No, it is one of those things where I've been so hurt that I have sworn at people. I do know that kind of pain where you're so injured that you're angry at the
But
world.
why not just lay there? Why does he feel the need to still be doing stuff in his
He's
driveway?
uncomfortable in the pain and he has
I
to like
guess
push
so.
himself around.
So, but he got himself into a sled and just
Started pushing himself
scrolling
around the driveway
with
by
his
his feet, like laying on his
This
back.
is something that a
yelling.
kid does who doesn't want to take a nap.
I know.
You know what I
I
mean?
feel like if you're in pain and you're getting pissed off, there's people around you.
Yeah.
you get because people are annoying you. You're so much in pain.
So
You just
people
get-
were probably
But
laughing.
when there's no one around you, you just look
Survive.
crazy as fuck. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Cussing and
we hope first of all, so we hope that there were people laughing at him, which
So
is
that
why
his,
he's
which
pushing
could
himself
which
around.
could inspire the curse.
Yeah, otherwise, like Nick said, he's just a lonely, crazy guy who had to tell everybody later on what
a
he did.
lonely, crazy guy on
On
his
a
back
sled.
on a sled in his driveway, pushing himself
And you know
around.
that
and
the
cursing.
rescue personnel were like, if you stop yelling at us, we will help you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, nope, see,
and then
that
they're
is
like
not-
parents. They're like, let him just tire himself out.
He'll
Don't get
fucking-
into this
Yeah,
one. Let
those
him just
legs.
himself
Yeah,
out.
he's going to want us to take that fence out of his abdomen eventually. All right. I'm going to ask you guys right now. We nicknamed him quickly Kevin. How old is Kevin Rocket Bike Man?
Too much fun leaves marks in life. Living hard, you'll pay the price. Who is gonna get it right? Guess the age. Guess the age.
All right, man. Nick,
You can
want to go
first,
first?
second, or third.
Where do you want to
Second is
go in the
tick spot.
guessing?
31 hit me.
31. Okay.
Okay. It just
31
came right
years
to you.
old.
All right.
It's a solid
All right.
guess. It's a good number because you're close to the 20s.
Exactly.
Randy or Jay?
Maybe trying to recapture his glory. Jay, what do you think?
I think he's 24 years old.
24 years old.
I don't know why that number has come to me. It does.
I think he's 36.
Wow.
36
Yeah,
years
you know,
old from
I mean, I
Randy?
just think like a
Lonely
guy,
shit.
look, 36, lonely, and also like he has access to all the things, like a motorcycle motor. He knows where to get the heat. He knows how to like assemble this thing together. He knows how to put the whole rig
See,
up
to
on
me,
the
just
roof.
based on ages alone, Jason's age, what was yours, 24?
24, yeah.
24 is a guy who thinks, there's no way I'm going to get hurt by this. This will be fun.
He's 24.
31.
He's 24. He's got 2 more years of college.
Right. If he goes back.
If he goes back.
31 is a guy who thinks I can still do this sort of shit. like knows he could get hurt, but also has too much confidence in him. And
He's
then
like, I'm not in my 30s yet.
36 is a guy who wants to be known for something. like my dad didn't
ever
live
worked
past 40. I probably won't either. I want 4 years of being known for
I
something.
want to be the guy who did da-da-da.
This is glory.
Right.
I'm
I want to
grabbing
be Rocket Bike Man. I want to walk into a bar and have people be like, RBM!
What's up, Rocket Man?
I don't want to be the guy at Dunkin' Donuts who works at Dunkin' Donuts. I want to be the guy who's known for the thing that I
Who
did.
also works at Dunkin' Donuts.
All right, fine.
Part-time. All right. So we have, let's just go. Jason, 24.
24 years old.
31, Nick.
Hey, Rocket Bike Man, you want to slide off that roof over there and get me a cruller?
You sons of bitches.
They're just like,
I'll show you.
Back rolling around. God
36 is what you said, right? Right.
36.
I said 36.
Kevin, Rocket Bike Man from Wilmar, somewhere in Dumb People Town.
By the way, I love Elton John's song about Rocket Bike.
Rocket
Oh,
Bike
it's
Man.
I'm so excited to hear this.
is 40 years old.
Oh, what? Yes.
40.
Old enough to know better.
Oh man,
Dude,
he wanted
I
to
was
die on
so-
that
That
fence.
was like that's like a breaking point in life.
You
guys
wanted-
don't take it
You're a
anymore.
broken man. You are
He
absolutely
want-
right. You're a broken man at
Dan
40.
said it. Dan said it. He wanted to die on that fence.
He was like Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. He's like, you should have left me out there.
He's like Nicholson in
You
A Few
want
Good
me
Men.
on that
You
fence?
want me on the fence? You need me on that fence.
40 years old. He's twice
40.
over a stepdad. So he
That's what
has
I'm
to
saying.
answer to his
40
kids.
years old, there's 2 kids. One of them is saying, Dad, stop. The other one is going, come on, Kevin. They're both, he is in charge of both of these
He's in
kids.
charge of
One
his
is
son
calling
and
him
the
by his
stepson.
name,
Yeah.
One is calling him Dad. Kevin, dude, come on. You're not going to make me like you more for this.
Dad,
Stop it.
Stop, Dad.
Rocket Bike Man.
Guys, you know what he said right before? I'm definitely clearing the fence.
I'm clearing this fucking fence.
He knew in his heart of hearts he was clearing the fence.
I want you boys to know something, okay? Your mom may never come back, but both your moms. But when I clear this fence, you're gonna realize anything is possible in life.
Anything is possible.
Oh, this goddamn fence.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
Oh,
There
wow.
we go.
Oh, Rocket Bike Man.
That is how
a new
we
friend
do
in
it.
Dumb People Town.
I love it. That is a mini-sode. You guys have a great weekend.
Nick,
I hope
how
you
can
enjoy
people
the-
follow you? They can follow you on
On my Instagram
Which is
at Nick Antonyan.
ANTONYAN.
Correct.
Nick Antonyan. Follow him. He's got a lot of followers.
He
and-
may have his own Rocket Man. I think we inspired you today.
Do you have
yeah.
posts up on your Instagram from like the aftermath of your moped
thing?
accident and all
Is
that
it
shit?
I do have one picture. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
so now
I
you
do have
got to
one
go
picture.
there to find it. If you want to see the Rocket Bike and the Rocket Bike logo, which doesn't look like a rocket bike at all, go to our Facebook page.
And tell us if you think we should make it into a t-shirt.
Facebook.com/dumbpeopletown.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want to turn it into a t-shirt.
And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Stick around, make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.